Hey, what's up? This is Coach John Wolf here at Onnit with none other than the Primal Swolger, who put an awesome kettlebell strength and mobility workout together for you in AMRAP format. If you're not familiar with what AMRAP stands for, today we're talking about as many rounds as possible in the prescribed amount of time. Now, this kettlebell workout combines kettlebell strength, body weight exercise, and ground-based mobility. Is beginner friendly. No matter if you've trained for years and you're new to kettlebells or you've been slaying bells for a long time, you're gonna have some fun. All right, team, now it's time to break down the kettlebell kneeling overhead press. First and foremost, we're looking at our structure, our posture, head, shoulder, hip, knee, all stacked. Stay stacked through the whole exercise. Now we're gonna cue lat tension, keeping that shelf of tension as we press the kettlebell overhead, pushing through these two big knuckles to your overhead position, and then using that lat to pull it back down, staying tight. Tight is right. This is your kneeling kettlebell overhead press. Time to push it real good with the push-up. Check out the Swolger's alignment. Eyes are in front of his hands. We're gonna keep the eyes in front of your hands the whole time. As you pull yourself down into the depth of your push-up, those eyes in front of your hands will create an arrow-like configuration with the head being the tip of the arrow, elbows back, and then the spine creating the shaft of the arrow. Now, depending upon how strong you are, I want to be able to maintain control all the way down and all the way up. If you have to reduce range of motion to control, then that's all right. And even if you have to regress and bring the knees down, the same cues apply all the way through a good basic foundational body weight exercise. Now it's time for some ground-based mobility to get all that muscle moving. Primal's going to get into child's pose to start this drill, into this overhead position, stretching out the shoulders, maybe feeling a little bit mid-back. Now he's going to draw the right elbow back, thread the needle underneath the left armpit, rotating that torso, getting as much T-spine rotation as possible, encouraging nice healthy rotation of the mid-back is really important before he changes over to the other side. Left side threads through, and this is going to encourage, again, T-spine rotation for shoulder health and mobility, as well as opening up those lats, priming you for stronger pushes to come. Here we are back at you with some ground-based mobility, this time for the hips with the Windshield Wiper. Eric's gonna be posturing up, hands behind his hips, fingers pointing away for a little assistance, bringing both knees over to the right, exhaling and posturing up. One hip in external rotation, one hip in internal rotation, and we're gonna keep the feet where they are as he comes back to center and prep for the other side. Each time, get to the middle, each time to the other side, we're gonna focus on posturing up, shoulders back, opening up that chest, and breathing through any tension. Here we are with the meat and potatoes. Our kettlebell lower body exercise is an awesome complex. It's actually two different exercises slapped together into one good time. We're gonna start with the kettlebell deadlift. Notice Eric's priming, chest proud, long spine, hips pull back. Notice he gets really horizontal. Grabbing that kettlebell handle, standing tall and strong. Boom, that's our deadlift. Back down, loading up, look, that clean into a squat. More vertical spinal angle, sitting into those hips, letting those knees push forward naturally, only going as far as you can control, pain-free, to get the most out of both parts of these drills. Now we're gonna get a little sideways with our body weight exercise for the lower body. It's gonna be the step over lateral lunge. Eric's gonna go ahead and bring his knee up, step out to the side, and sit his hips back behind that front knee. Notice this long leg, stretching that backside of that thigh, the hamstring, and maybe the adductor a little bit. Stepping back in, recovering, and then doing the same thing to the other side. If you can feel yourself getting a little deeper into that stretch every rep, that's gonna be more quality per repetition. A little more range of motion is gonna get you there a little bit faster. Work through your breath, sit into those hips, enjoy the stretch. All right, here we go. Eric's gonna be doing a demonstrative round of this AMRAP workout. Here we go, starting with the upper body, kneeling, right hand overhead press for 5. Bam, working that full range of motion, strong lat shelf, working that vertical stack, knee, hip, shoulder, head. 5 reps right, now 5 reps left. Go ahead and switch sides. This is a great pace for you at home if you're trying to work through this workout. Don't go faster than Eric, but you can go slower than Eric. That's already 3 repetitions, 4 and 5. Now we're gonna get into the push-up. Setting up for your push-up, take your time. Remember, head in front of hand. So you want your eyes in front of your fingertips for your push-up through the whole range of motion. 10 reps here, nice and strong. Don't rush through your repetitions. Remember, limit the range of motion if you find that you can't control your descent or your way back up. If you need to reduce the difficulty, you can work from the knees, but remember, eyes forward of your fingertips the whole time. Getting those 10 reps in, quality over quantity always. Now it's time for some mobility, working from the child's pose, overhead mobility, and then threading the arm under for the arm thread, back and forth. First the right hand under, exhale, turn the shoulders, then the left. We have 3 reps on each side, alternating sides. That's 1 and 1. Here we go, 2 and 2. Exhale through, recover back to center. Pull the elbow back, exhale through, recover back to center. 3rd time's the charm. Here we go, 3 to the right, and then 3 to the left. Remember, this is all about a nice even tempo and pace. Now get back up to our feet, our lower body kettlebell complex. We have a deadlift to a clean squat, working all of those lower body mechanics all at once. Here we go, 5 reps of this complex. Nice strong hinge, deadlift, clean to squat. Here we go for 1 and down, deadlift, clean to squat for 2. Notice he catches that kettlebell, secures it before he moves into the next component. Make sure that if you seamlessly transition, that you have control of the weight and you're working within the range of motion you can control. Last rep coming up. Nice, deep squat and back up. Now we have that step over lateral lunge, 5 reps to each side. So get your stance, step over and out to the side, hips back, and recover. Step over to the opposite side, hips backing out, getting that nice stretch on the hamstring and maybe the inside of that thigh, the adductor. Each time sitting down a little bit deeper, think about your hips dropping a little bit lower, nice long spine at the end range. That's 3 to each side, 2 more reps on each side to finish out this exercise strong and more mobile than when you started. Last rep. Nice and deep and off to the other side. Here we go, ground-based mobility, windshield wipers. If your hips are feeling tight in any range of motion, this will help loosen them up. Posture up, knees over to the right, and then back to center, using the hands behind you to help posture up, and then over to the opposite side. That's 1 and 1. We're gonna do 2 more reps on each side. Get those hips to rotate, one hip in external rotation, the other in internal rotation. Healthy hips. Hey, Chubb said, it's all in the hips, baby. Let's get it. Finishing it out strong. Hips are nice and mobile. That's 1 round down. How many rounds can you do before the timer ends? Thanks for joining us for this beginner-friendly kettlebell strength and mobility workout by the Swolger himself. Now, if you like the content, make sure to subscribe to the channel and click like. But if you want to check out the article that accompanies this video, click the link below.